Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today we are talking about the Green Bay Packers, Aaron Rodgers, with an improved defense. Wow. Did Green Bay make some improvements or what as far as their pass rusher situation goes? Always stout at running back. And a bunch of young wide receivers looking to get better. The Packers really expect Van Scanley this year. They say that he's going to be targeted much more than previous years, and a lot of plays will be designed to go directly to Van Scanley, being used as a first wide receiver. Maybe they're trying to do that to free up some of their other wide receivers, such as Dante Adams. Dante Adams, he's been a Pro Bowler. Very, very productive player, scores a lot of touchdowns, but everybody knows they got to cover Dante Adams. Maybe if they go to Van Scanling, maybe they can use that to try to free up Devontae Adams. Jeremo Allison, another guy, still young, up and coming, been in the league a few years now, but very explosive with the balls in his hand. And at running back, you have Aaron Jones, Jamal Williams. Both these guys came into the league together the same year, 3 years ago, and have gotten better every year, both their rookie and second year. So it's going to be very interesting going into their third year to see what their production looks like. Both of them very fluid, catching the ball and running with it after the catch. And they added Dexter Williams, rookie from Notre Dame. Very talented running back that dropped in the draft. A lot of very talented players dropped this year, and especially at the running back position and a few wide receivers as well. Could be a very interesting trio. And with a young group of receivers gradually getting better, along with Jant Steinberger, rookie brought in from Texas A&M to contribute. Then you got Ellington Jenkins drafted at center. Very stout young man, 6'5", 311 from Mississippi State. Should provide. It'll be interesting to see if he really plays center or if they move him to guard. That'll be interesting. But either way, he'll be very solid, even as a rookie. Played very well at the Senior Bowl. Very well. And how about that improved pass rush with Preston Smith and Zadarius Smith? The Smith exchange? Is that what we're talking about? These guys going to be the new sack exchange of the NFL, the Smith brothers? I mean, both of them young, still ascending players, very productive throughout their career. Neither of them have been dynamic, but they're still ascending. They're still getting better. Both of them coming off their rookie contracts. Both of them are veterans now. And they've played very solid football throughout their career, and going into their prime, man, you're going to start to see what their ceiling really is and just how good they could be. And Green Bay is definitely the place to bring it out of them players. So I think Green Bay will have one of the best defenses they've had in a long time. Then you got rookie safety, 5'11", 198 pounds, Darnell Savage Jr. from Maryland. Ran a 4.3 40 at the combine. Extremely fast, good ball skills, good instincts. He'll explode on the ball and make some plays. And I think that's what they're counting on with his speed, getting a lot of interceptions, helping out Zaire Alexander in the defensive backfield. A lot of people are still very high on Josh Jackson as well. And then you have the other first-round draft pick, the defensive lineman out of Michigan, who they have very lofty expectations for. Ran a 4.5 at the combine. They think he could play outside linebacker or put his hand down in the ground. Pretty much do anything you want him to do. So with the improvements at linebacker, they are already pretty solid middle linebacker. Then you add a couple outside linebackers. And then with the rookie Rashawn Gary out of Michigan, we'll see how it works out in camp, whether he plays an outside linebacker position or he puts his hand in the ground and plays a little DN for him. Be very, very interesting. Green Bay has, I think, done enough to impact their overall play on the defensive side. I think with a little bit of development, the wide receivers will help out and begin to contribute on much higher levels of play. Them wide receivers really got to develop, though. You know, they've been getting better and better every year, and with Aaron Rodgers, they've got the guy to throw him the ball who can consistently and accurately deliver. So they're in a good place to develop. The offensive line year in, year out for Green Bay is at least at a minimum above average. But Green Bay does play some good defenses with Minnesota and the Bears. A lot of good pass rushers on both those teams. The Lions have made some upgrades as well. So that'll be a key. Can the Green Bay offensive line hold up? And I think that's where you see Ellington Jenkins coming in. They're solid at the tackle position, but in the middle of their offensive line, they can be beat. So we'll see if they brought in Billy Turner. We'll see if if he's just a depth player for him. We'll see how that shakes out in camp and see just how far this Green Bay Packer defense can carry him. I mean, you even got guys that were productive, but you got Mike Daniels, Kenny Clark on the D-line to go along with a rookie. And then you got that Frackle, outside linebacker, Kyler Frackle. Not dynamic, but pretty good. Blake Martinez on the inside. Another very good linebacker. They're not hurting. Frackle, I've even seen him play in the middle at times. They're a very, very solid team now with the addition of Preston Smith and Zadarius Smith. It's going to be very interesting to see how much that a pass rush helps out the coverage. And a lot of young corners, so we'll see if we have some guys that can make a break on the ball and get some more interceptions this year. I think that's primarily what you're going to see, a lot more consistent pass rush that forces some bad throws from quarterbacks that have to throw at ill-advised times, maybe a little sooner than they want to, and some of them young corners start making plays on the ball due to some bad passing decisions forced by pressure. And I do think the NFC North is one of the tougher divisions. I wouldn't say it's the toughest, but I would say it's one of the toughest. A lot of competition with Minnesota, Green Bay, and Chicago all going head-to-head. And I think everybody got better this year in the NFC North. So as far as a prediction, I really want to see a little bit more in training camp as far as who's stepping up and maybe some of the preseason games and who is struggling and if there's any injuries. But right now, the Packers have themselves in good position to be a contender for the NFC North. I hope everybody enjoyed my show. Thank you for watching, and join us next week as we bring you more info and any updates from Green Bay. Have a great night, everyone.